Welcome. You're tuned into Tangled Threads. If you're digging our content, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. My hands are shaking as I type this. I'm a wife, a mother, and now an adulteress. Until 24 hours ago, I prided myself on being a loving, faithful partner. But one moment of weakness, one lapse of judgment, has the potential to unravel the fabric of my 4-year marriage. I need to provide some context. We have a beautiful child together, the light of our lives, who is as innocent as the morning sun. My husband Alex is a hard worker, dedicated, often to the point of exhaustion. I knew his boss, Michael, in passing, a hello during office parties, and that was it. My heart raced with anxiety, the silent house amplifying my alarm. Alex never missed work. It was an unspoken oath, a testament to his unwavering commitment. When the message from Michael, his boss, illuminated my phone's screen, a chill of dread skated down my spine. "Hey, it's Michael. Alex didn't show up for work today. Is everything okay?" My fingers, trembling, danced over the keyboard. "I have no idea where he is," I replied, the seeds of doubt growing, thrusting their insidious roots into the soil of my anxieties. We texted back and forth, the messages oscillating between concern for Alex and something darker, an uncharted territory that both terrified and intrigued me. "I'm sure he's fine. Probably got caught up in something." Michael's message glowed, the white text against the dark mode background piercing the gloom of my worry. I should have stopped, pulled away from the precipice. But betrayal, real or imagined, draws forth from the soul, a sinister dance of anguish and anger. "You always have such faith in him," I typed back, the bitterness oozing from every word. "He's earned it, just like he earned you," came Michael's reply. The words, a blend of propriety and impropriety, flirted with boundaries we both knew existed. "He's not the saint you think he is," I responded, the heat of betrayal firing every keystroke. The conversation, like a wild, untamable beast, lurched into dangerous territory. Our words, bathed in suspicion and resentment, bred an intimacy as intoxicating as it was perilous. "I've always thought if he wasn't in the picture—" Michael's words dangled, an invitation, or perhaps a confession. "What?" I prodded, the betrayal I imagined from Alex giving license to my own. "We'd have made quite the team, you and I." Michael's message arrived, and in that moment, the boundaries collapsed. We were no longer a concerned boss and worried wife. We were co-conspirators, embarked upon a journey neither of us had intended, yet both were powerless to halt. "I've thought about it too," my reply, a betrayal of not just my vows, but of the trust I had in my own moral compass. The conversation spiraled, every message a dance between the illicit and the intimate. We shared confessions and desires, the words on the screen casting long, insidious shadows that danced menacingly around the sanctity of my marriage. Hours later, I found myself in the Walmart parking lot, the interior of Michael's car a sanctuary of sin and salvation. Outside, the world with its rules and judgments waited. Inside, we were unburdened, free, yet shackled by the irrevocable step we were about to take. As I returned home, the night air was both icy and burning, stinging my skin with the indelible marks of betrayal. The silent house, once a sanctuary, now echoed the unspeakable secrets of my soul. Alex wasn't home. Calls to his phone went unanswered. The terrible thoughts returned, intensified, as if mocking my own indiscretion. The babysitter left, and I was alone, drowning in silence, echoes of my betrayal mocking me from the walls of our home. When Alex finally answered his phone, his voice was a concoction of exhaustion and grief. His mother, ailing for years, was rushed to the hospital. My soul, stained with betrayal, lashed out. I accused him of infidelity, of being with another woman. Our argument, heated and cruel, ended with a disconnection, both of the call and, I feared, our marriage. The silence of our home was shattered the moment Alex walked through the front door. His face, gaunt and etched with the agony of the day's ordeal, was a canvas of vulnerability I should have embraced. But in my soul, rife with the knowledge of my indiscretion, brewed a storm. "Where the hell were you?" The accusation, swift and venomous, spilled from my lips before he could utter a word. Mom's in the hospital," he began. His voice, frail and weighted with emotion, pleaded for understanding. But betrayal, mine, not his, deafened me to his appeals. "Don't give me that, who is she?" My words, swords slashing at the air between us, sought to draw blood. "Babe, please," Alex implored, reaching into his pocket. He pulled out a jumble of hospital documents, his wrist adorned with the stark, cold band of a hospital visitor. "Look, these are the forms, the records. I don't want to see your stupid fake papers," I spat, the vile taste of my own betrayal flavoring every word. In blind fury, I retreated to the sanctuary of our bedroom, slamming the door with a finality that reverberated through the silent corridors of our home. In the solitude of my retreat, haunted by the specter of my infidelity, I pulled out my phone. The glowing screen, an unbidden witness to my indiscretion, now bore testimony to Alex's innocence. There, on his mother's Facebook page, was the chronicle of her unexpected hospitalization, a narrative of fear and hope, etched in the digital annals for all to see. The cold, hard truth, undeniable and brutal, stared back at me. I was the betrayer, not the betrayed. I found Alex in the living room, the crumpled hospital document still clutched in his hand. "I'm sorry," I muttered, the words inadequate, feeble against the magnitude of my unfounded accusations. But wounds, fresh and raw, are not so easily assuaged. "You accused me while my mother lay in a hospital bed of betrayal." Alex's voice, subdued yet tinged with an unspoken anguish, bore into me. Well, can't we just move past this? Frustration, born not of righteous indignation but the unspeakable knowledge of my betrayal, fired my response. "How can we just move past this?" he replied, the hurt evident in his every word. "Oh, you're always stuck in the past." The hypocrisy of my outrage did not escape me, but the torrent of emotions, unbridled, poured forth as I stormed off once more, a tempest of conflicting emotions. In the solitude of the ensuing silence, a question, haunting and insidious, taunts me. Should I confess my betrayal? Alex's inability to swiftly move beyond my unjust accusations paints a foreboding portrait of the cataclysm my revelation might incite. I'm a stranger to myself, my actions, my words, foreign and inexplicable. In the silent night, I grapple with the revelation of the woman I have become and the ominous silence that stretches before us, a chasm forged not just by my infidelity, but by the unspeakable secret that lurks in the shadows of our existence. Would my confession, a revelation of my betrayal, be an act of contrition, or the final, irrevocable step towards the precipice of dissolution? In the darkness, these questions, unanswerable yet insistent, taunt me, a specter of the unspeakable act that threatens to undo the tapestry of a union woven over 4 tumultuous years of love, betrayal, and the haunting specter of the unsaid. I'm back here, not sure where else to turn. You guys told me that coming clean was the only way out. Honesty, you all said, was the key to fixing the mess I made. Well, I spilled it. Every detail, every mistake. Now, my life's falling apart piece by piece. I sat Alex down. My voice shook, and the room felt ice cold. As the words tumbled out, his face changed. It was like watching a storm roll in, dark clouds wiping away every good memory, every happy moment we'd ever shared. He didn't yell, didn't cry, just sat there, silent as a ghost. That silence stung worse than any words could. Divorce papers sit on our kitchen table now, stark and final. My signature on those lines feels like signing away a piece of my soul. I'd give anything to rewind, to go back to before I followed your advice. I was drowning in guilt, sure, but now I'm just drowning. I'm angry, not gonna lie. I came here, bared my soul, and you all said that telling the truth was the only way through. But none of you are here in the quiet of my empty house. None of you have to look in our kids' eyes and try to explain why Daddy isn't coming home. I get it. We don't know each other. To you, I'm just words on a screen. A story that piques your interest until the next one comes along. But I trusted you. Trusted that opening up would bring some kind of relief. Instead, it feels like the walls are closing in. I told the truth. And what did it get me? Friends look at me like I'm a stranger. My family's disappointed gaze feels like it's burning a hole right through me. I can't escape the whispers, the looks, my name, my reputation. It's all dragged through the mud. You said it'd get better, that honesty would pave a road to healing. But every step I take is on broken glass. Each day is a reminder of the world I torched based on the advice of strangers. Alex won't talk to me. Our conversations are now silent exchanges of divorce papers and shared custody schedules. The love, the warmth, it's gone, replaced by a cold, business-like interaction that cuts deeper than any heated argument ever could. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. You gave advice based on what you knew. But the aftermath, the fallout, it's on me. But in some twisted way, it feels like it's on you too. I opened Pandora's box, and now there's no closing it, no going back. Silence might have been a burden, but this new world of harsh light and brutal truth, It's no kind of freedom. It's just another prison, colder and lonelier than the one before. I'm sitting amidst the wreckage of my marriage, surrounded by the ruins of my life. The confession, supposed to be my salvation, feels more like a death sentence. You told me to jump, promising I'd find my wings on the way down. Well, I jumped. And now I'm falling, with no end in sight. Jesus fucking Christ, this one was a mess. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with this woman? Does she have any self-awareness? Any respect for others? I guess not. What do you think? When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.